Hello, my name is Mr. Trickster, and I wanted to apologize to all of you. My last video had a couple of errors in it, and it was pointed out to me, so I want to make sure that I let everyone know and explain what the errors were and how to fix them. So, it's based off of the small storage box for the Ultra Mega Storage mod that I created in a previous video. So basically, it has to do with the configuration of the storage capacity that can be done by the server owner. So essentially, it's a very minor detail, but it could cause some really wacky stuff to happen. Visually. It's just a visual glitch, but let's fix it, right? So we don't want to have anything that makes our mod lesser than I don't even know what the word I'm looking for here is. I don't want the quality to seem too low. If you're making a mod, you should be able to make it correctly and make it with the best quality possible. So with that in mind, there's a couple of things. The first one is very easy. I told you the wrong information for this absolute max vanity items. It needs to be absolute max items. So let's go ahead and delete this one, and we're going to pull off of. I believe we should be able to just pull off of right here to get the max inventory. No, absolute. Sorry. I got confused what I was trying to do there. Absolute max inventory items. We want to get that, not the vanity. We want to get the absolute. And we want to set it, not get. I apologize. So set absolute. There we go. And it comes up with, if you type set and start to type absolute, it comes up with two options. One is the vanity items, which we don't want, and the other one is the inventory. So that's what we want to place here. Okay. And we want to just go ahead and smash that into that one, and that should work out just fine. Keeps it right in line with what we had done before, but this actually will work this time. And that's for any overflow. Remember, if you remember, I explained it to where if you have if your max is 100 slots and you have 100 slots of meat and that meat starts to spoil, it has to go somewhere, and this is the overflow. Sometimes you can get away with just 20 slots of overflow because, let's face it, you're not going to have 20 slots of spoiled meat fill up before that spoiled meat then spoils. So this should be fine. I did add 150 to that, so that should be perfectly fine to be able to get that overflow filled up there. So then the next error that we had was on this small storage max inventory capacity set node. Basically what we are doing here is when we set this like we are without replicating it, replication means that basically as a client on a server, you'll walk up to the storage box and you'll see that it says whatever the default is for that, which in this case is 500. You'll see that it says however many out of 500. However, let's say you put 300 items into the storage box. Now it says 300 out of 500. When you enter the inventory, when you open up the inventory of the storage box, it'll say 300 out of 15, because that's the default that the server knows. So there's where the issue lies. So to fix that, we just have to mess with the replication a little bit here. And we do that by selecting the node itself, and we want to go over here to the right where it says replication down here, and click the drop down, and you're going to click rep notify. Okay? And it should pop up and say set with notify. And then you want to compile that. And then you want to come back and you want to right click on it and click refresh nodes. And then it will pop up with this little multicast boolean here. And you want to make sure that's checked. Okay. Step 1 complete. Once you're done with that, double click on it. And it's going to open up a function for on-rep small storage max inventory capacity. Now, in this function, it's going to be pretty simple. We want to grab our inventory, drag it on, and from here, we're going to grab our max inventory capacity variable that we had set before, and this these two little spheres here means that it's being replicated. So that's the rep with notify that we put on there, the replication with notify. So we're going to pull off of the inventory, and we're going to type max inventory, if I could type, items. So we want to set, not get, set max inventory items, and we want to combine connect the execution pin and connect the capacity into that. And then because we did the max, the absolute max, we want to set absolute max inventory items. Remember, not vanity, max inventory items. And we want to mash those together with the execution pins. I'm going to lower these a little bit just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to double click on this line to give myself a reroute node and pull it over here. And while holding control, I select the variable and hit Q, and it lines them both up. So then this is where we want to do our plus, and the dev kit likes to do that, so I need to fix that. The dev kit loves just thinking it knows what you want. So basically what we did here is we did the same thing that we had done back here with the plus 150. So now we can actually remove this and the one that we just made. I know I just explained all that, but it doesn't need to be made there. And we're going to go back to the rep notified to make sure we did everything correctly. Just checking my notes because I don't want to make another mistake again. We hit compile. Now when we go and we make sure that we have our correct game data override, and we play, shift F1, control space to pull this back up, right click on the primal item structure, give item quantity 1. Let's Q 1. So now it says 0 out of 500 out here. So that was where the where it was correct before. The issue came in when we actually opened it up, and it didn't say it inside here on the server. So that's where the issue was. Now it says it correctly, and you should be good to go. So just keep that in mind when you're dealing with anything that's user facing. If they're going to see it, then you want to make sure you have the rep notify. If they're not going to see it, if it's something like a background stat, like the I don't know, the weight of an object or something along those lines, you don't need it to be customer facing, or not customer, user facing. So you don't need that rep notify. So there it is. It's a very short and quick one for you guys. I apologize for the mistake, but that's, we're all human and we learn, and sometimes you only learn by making mistakes. So that helped me. I wasn't aware of that, so hopefully now this will help you guys to be more aware. And just like always, if that helped, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share this video with everybody that you know that has made the same mistake and that this video could help. So, again, until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Mr. Trickster, and I'm going to say again about 5 more times. Again, 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 again. So, have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one.